Hey guys, how you doing? Derby here, and welcome to part 3 of this week's weekly dev post. Now, this post is regarding the beauty shop Salon that will be coming in patch 2.1. And basically, they're going to be adding a feature that allows us to revert back to our original state after we have gone through some crazy transformations at the barbershop. So supposing you went to the barbershop and made yourself look like a complete train wreck, and then you regret it, there will be a feature where you can revert back to your beautiful old self as you were before you went into the barbershop. They're also going to be adding a sort of favourite list feature, and they said that we think this is a great idea, and while it won't make it in time for patch 2.1, we will be proactively looking into this so we can add something like this in the future. Now we're going to be onto a huge string of posts about the new upcoming UI and the controller fixes for patch 2.1. And nearly all these posts are directly coming from Hiroshi Minagawa, and if you remember correctly from part 1 of the video, he is the UI lead for this game. Now this post is specifically regarding the PS3 controller, and there is an issue where sometimes you'll target a player in your party as a white mage or a healer, and you would click the confirm button twice and you would accidentally open up the send tell menu. And of course, because you now open up the send tell menu, you can't heal the person and the person dies and all this other stuff, especially when you're surrounded by a huge group of mobs. It makes it really hard to target other people in your party. Now this is an issue that they do know about, and Hiroshi Minagawa has said, if we can find some time for the lead to handle this request, it should be done relatively quickly. But there are a lot of enemies to defeat first, as in new features to be put in. We can't tackle this just yet, however we've added it to our task like for patch 2.1 fixes. So hopefully this really annoying thing will be fixed for all of you people who like to use the gamepad when you're playing Final Fantasy XIV. Now this is a fix that I talked about a long ago actually, and in one of my other previous videos I mentioned that they should change the teleport menu and add like a map to the side so you can see where you're actually teleporting to. And this post is saying, while it will be after patch 2.2, we will be making it easier to see where you are teleporting to by displaying a map next to the teleport window. Now this is a very good fix, a fix that was actually needed for a very long time, because it was really annoying, especially when you're first starting this game. There's so many aetherytes and so many places to teleport, it's really hard to memorize where each place is off the top of your head. So having a little map on the side will really make life a lot more easier, especially for newer players, I feel. Now this post is rather long, but it is mainly regarding the Chocobo AI, and there are quite a lot of things that need to be changed with the companion system in this game because it is rather lackluster, I feel. So in case you don't know already, to get your Chocobo job barding, you need to max out one of your skill trees. And of course the Chocobo has 3 skill trees, which is the attack stance, the healer stance and the defender stance. Once you've maxed out one of those trees, you finally have the achievement to get one of your Chocobo jobs. So in this post at the bottom, which is one of the main posts I really care about in this entire post, it says, as the requirement for obtaining the barding is to max out the skill points of your companion stance, we are currently looking into a way to redistribute your points. This was mentioned a while back. However, I am glad that they have reconfirmed that this is coming out and that we will be able to redistribute our chickens points, because this is something that was really needed, especially for people who want to min-max quite a bit. Another really good thing about what they're going to be doing with our little chickens is that they're going to allow us to finally have our Chocobo out whilst we're queuing for the duty finder. Now of course, if you don't know already, when we check our chicken out, we automatically get put into a party, and this makes us withdraw from the duty finder list. And this is an issue that they will be fixing. And the post is, instead of simply increasing the experience points your companions acquire, we will be enhancing their usability and increasing the opportunities in which experience points can be acquired by making it possible to summon your companions whilst being queued for the duty finder. So they're not going to increased XP when getting your chocobo, which is really sad because it can take a year and a half to level up your chocobo to rank 10. But instead they're going to be allowing us to have more opportunities. I don't know what they mean by that. I really don't. If I'm honest with you, they should just really increase the XP that we get from our chicken, because it takes, as I said previously, a year and a half to level it to level 10. There are quite a few things in this post, but I'm going to let you guys read them in your own spare time, and as always I will be adding a link to all the posts, especially this post, in the description box below this video. This one is regarding fate information. Now, previously in one of the other parts of the videos, I mentioned that they will not be adding a fate journal system. Instead, they're going to be adding fate information into the Eorzea database and Libra Eorzea. And in case you don't know already, Libra Eorzea is the official Final Fantasy XIV database app that we can download on Android and iOS. I'm not sure if it's out on Android yet. I have to go check on that one. But anyway, it's like a little library you can have on your phone. It's kind of cool, but I guess if you're into fates, there you go, you get more fate information in patch 2.1. Now this is something that really confused me at the beginning of the game. In fact, they're finally going to be implementing a system where we can distinguish the main scenario quests in our duty list with the use of different icons, similar to those used in the journal. Now this is something that should have been here since the beginning of the game, because it did confuse the fuck out of me, and it did confuse quite a lot of people when they accidentally get mistracked on their main scenario quests, and they have to get someone like me to dig through my own journal and see what part of the quest they're up to and exactly where to go in their quest. So this is a very good thing. I'm glad that they're finally implementing this, but it will only benefit newer players to this game. So thank you for watching this video, guys, and please stay tuned for part 4 where I'll discuss more UI functionalities and changes.